Hello, today we're going to do the Baltimore Car Rentals, which is chapter 4. And we're going to do all the steps, and when you follow closely, you must get 100 or above 90%. So the first thing it says, we go to in cell L1 of the annual data, and you are going to type accept. So I copy this term accept and go to annual and R1 here, and I'm going to paste it here. Click on the formula bar here and Control V and enter. With that, you have been able to do that step successfully. So we are going to highlight it. So this says update the workbook sheet to workbook theme to office. So I'll go click anywhere in the cell, click here on page layout. On the themes here, click on themes and click on office like that. And it's changed to. So step 3 is also done. Now we're going to step 4. Step 4 stage after opening. So we're going to move the chart upper left corner of the cell B12 and H26, which is the column chart. So drop down here. We get this column chart, and we have been told to extend here. Click here. This make sure that the arrow changes to double. Drag it to up to here, that part, and then drag the other part to it's B12 and on H26. So H26 is up to there, like that. So it's B12, H26. And then it says add a month of July, August, September. So to add that, you have to click on this, click on select data. Yes, so you're going to click on this for the first one, click on edit, and you're going to make sure that it starts from J and place OK. Then for the other one, convertible, click on it, edit, make sure to start from J, OK. Click on the other one, edit, make sure it starts from J7, OK. Do the same for this one, edit, make sure it starts from J. You're changing here. Instead of M, should be start from J. Go to the luxury cars, click on it, also make sure it's from J, OK. And up to here, edit, make sure it starts from J, like that. Okay. And this here we have July. Okay. We're going to switch rows and column data so that the month July to December are shown in the horizontal legend. So remember to have done step up to here. So we're going to do the next step, which is to switch the rows. So I'm going back to this file. Click on this one, come here on data, chart design, then click switch rows and column like that, and they have switched successfully. So that one is also done. And we are going to modify the appearance of the chart to layout 5. So you click on it and you want the layout 5. This one here. This one is also done. I've done step 3, modifying it. Then I'm going to change the color of the combinations to color 4. Click on it and here change color, and you want colorful. Palette 4, click on colorful palette 4, and with that we're done with that step. Now step 5 is to update the description to rentals. I can highlight this on rentals here. Go to this, click here, and then I'm going to paste rentals, please enter. That one is also done. I'm going to change the chart title to Baltimore Rentals July. So I write this one. Control C. Come here, click on the chart title. Control V. Enter. Like that. So I'll be able to do up to here. The next part we are going to step 3, step 5, which is create a 3D chart of the annual data. So I'm going to select B5 to B10 and P5 to P10. So come here, going to write B5 and P5 to P10 like that. We are going to insert a 3D. So here the pie charts, click on it, click on 3D, and okay. The next part, we're going to move the chart so that the upper left corner is inside cell I12 and P26. So I12 is here, so make sure it's here. I12 says inside like that, and P26. So I'm going to drag it to P26 like that up to there. And then, so I'm done up to here. Actually, I'm done up to that part. This part says the 5 is done. Then we're going to step 6. The 12 they use the chart, we're going to update the title. So highlight this title as it is, highlight it, then press Ctrl C and come to your click on here chart, click on it to V, then Ctrl A, and you've been told to make it area back in points. Correct here. Okay, press enter first. Then Control A. I click on the chart title, then press Control A. And then the first thing is to do is to change it to area black. So click there, area black. We're going to change it to 16. So click here 16 and then click on this B bold like that. So with that, we have been able to do step 6, and we're now going to step 7. Step 7 says we continue to update the ID as follows. So click on it. We are going to add data. It says add labels, and the labels should be outside end like that. Then it says format the data labels to only display category name. So click on it, and you want it, don't want the value, you want the category name, and you want the percentage like that. And then we're going to change the font size of the labels to 8 and apply bold. So as they are highlighted, we're going to change them to drop down. They click here, choose 8, and we're going to apply bold like that. And then the next step is because the data valid no longer written, so click here and click legend. Don't need the legend anymore. And then the next step is to update the read orientation. So I will click on this side, click on the chart, sorry, right click on the 3D rotation, and we want the X rated to be 165. So I'll click here and type 165. For the Y rotation, I want it to be like that, 30, and for this one, I want it to be 25. Change it to perspective 25. And then that one is done. Then we're going to explode vintage vehicle, and the vintage vehicle is this one. Click on it. Make sure it's only the one that is only highlighted here. You can see the dots here. And then click on format data series, format data point here. And then we want to explode it by 20%. So then type to present it, you get 20, like that, and that's how it is supposed to be. So we are done step 7 out of it. Now we're going to step 8. The Baltimore Rentals first bar chart. So we're going to update the bar charts. So displays the Regent House Series, display December Series 2. So we are going to the next cell, which is this one here, and we're going to update. Instead of showing series, it should show December and November. So I click on it, select, and we're going to edit here. And instead of it having, as you can see, it's M5. M5 is, you can click on October like that. You can click on the other one, CS2, which is on end, so it's November, click there. And the last one is edit, and CS name is, you can see it's O, so it's December, click December, and okay, and then okay. So as you can see, I've been able to change it from series to December, November, December, November, and October. So that means step 8 is done by, and we're going to change the chart style to 4. So click on it, the chart, and then come chart design here, and chart 4 is this one here. Click on it, that. Make sure to Control S to save your work as always. So step 8 is done. We're going to step 9. We'll now be creating the fourth chart, and it is a 3D clustered column. So I'm going to write B5 and I5 then. So clicking it, you can write B5. So we're going to click on B5 here. Control, press, and then I write I5 too. Like that. Now come here and insert, and column chart here, insert here. You want the 3D clustered column. Click on it. Once you have inserted it, it says and then display to possibility choose. And I've been told to move it below the pie chart. So drag it down to pie chart. So I want to put it here. Then the next part, after you place it below there, you're going to step 10. So step 9 is done. Yeah, I did. Now you're going to step 10. Now using the ribbon, move the newly created 3D chart from the annual data worksheet to a new worksheet. So I'm going to copy this, the name of the worksheet. Like Control C. And then we're going to move it to a new sheet, and we're going to change to cell 3 and change the color to this. So I'm going to click on here, click on move chart here, click on new sheet, then paste the title we copied earlier and press OK. And then once it's here, you've been told to change it to cell 3, which is this one. And we're going to change this one to monoclinic 6, which is this one here. And then it also says that convertibles, I want to make this one much better. So to change the color of this one, so I highlight it only, click on fill color here, and you want it to be orange accent here, orange accent 2, and click it here, and that we are done with that one. And that's how we do step 10. Now we are in step 11. Highlight step 10. Step 10 is done. Now we are step 11. We are going to update the chart title to display. So this one you can copy it as it is. I hope it will allow that to copy to paste. Since it doesn't, you have to type it manually. So let's do it. Highlight here. Then control, let's paste here like that. And you've been able to paste it. And then the next part is, so we have to ensure it's bolded, and you can see it's bolded, yes. The next part is to change the orientation, the video orientation. So click here on the chart now, and then I click it, the video rotation here. We want the X to be 20, so I'm going to take only 20 here. And then we want the Y rotation to be 10. Like that. And we want to add data callouts. So percentage is 50. So click on here, click on add. Okay, right click here, go to add design. Click the data to add the callout. Here the name, the design, add data elements, and we're going to data labels and going to create data callout. And then after you're done with that, inside of the data label 11, so highlight and click on any one of them, and I'm going to change them to 11 to increase it to 11 like that. And that is all for step 11. So you've done step 11, highlight it. Step 11 is done. Now you're going to move the semi-annual report actually to the right of the annual. So to move it to the left, you're going to click here, move or copy. So the first thing is you right click here. So in this sheet we have right click, move or copy, and then click before the customer complaints, and then okay. And as you can see, it's on the light of annual data, and so that means that step is done. Step 12, and we are in step 13. In step 13, it wants us to go to the customer complaints tab and create a Pareto chart. So that is what we're going to do here. So we're going to write all this data from C, and it says as part of the upcoming of the board of directors, due request certificate of averaging the. So we're going to click from B7 and we're graduating to C19. We're going to insert Pareto chart. Pareto chart, click on this one here. Insert a statistic chart. Then this is the Pareto one that we are needed to create. Click on it. And left corner of, we are going to put it at here. It's F5. There. And it should go up from 2024. So 024 is here. So drag it here. Like that. Yes, and we are done with that part. Now we're going to insert bolded data labels. So click here. Click on data labels. Click on one of them. come here, bold them like that. The next step is to ensure that these data tables are inside. So click inside, like that, inside, and like that. And then the next step is to update the numerical at 11 points. So instead of like that, we increase them to 11. So we're going to bold them and we're going to change the font to white, like that. The next part is we're going to apply. So that one is done. I'll click on any part of the start. Click the like that. There is the cell. There is this one here. Click on it and change color to colorful palette 3. This colorful palette 3. And I'm going to apply the title too. So I'm going to copy. As usual, let's copy the name here. Control C, and you're going to our chart. Click on the chart title. Click on the formula bar here. If it doesn't work, just right click and come here to home and the paste option. It didn't work, so undo. So I'm going to highlight this chart title like that, and let's go back to that and make sure you have Control C. Then right click, and we're going to click here on format like that. And I've been able to do that step successfully. So highlight step 3, that is done. And we are now at step 14. So step 14 says to go to the off-lease vehicle sales. Yes, and we're going to make these changes. So click and we're going to this file. Remember to press Ctrl S to save your work. And when you're on this, we have been told so for step 1, we want there to display the names of the regions to the agent and the vehicle name to the category. So the first thing we do is when you click it, click on chart design, and you're going to shift rows like that. That is what it wants us to do. So with this, the names of the regions will be of the agent and the vehicle model to category. The next part is to apply style 11. So style 11 is here. So I'm going to find for style 11. Style 11 is this one. Click on it, and you have been able to apply style 11. And then the next part is update the chart title. So copy this name here, Control C. Go here, click on this chart title here. Click here, Control V, enter. And then the next part says we are going to modify the series overlap to -10. So click on any of them. Click on format the series. On overlap, we're going to make sure it's -10. Series overlap, make sure it's -10, like that. This is -10. And then for the gap, make sure it's 150. So I'm dropping it 150. So up to 150, that. Then it also says again, we're going to switch rows and column. Click on switch and rows to column, that. And it also says we add a vertical column, vertical axis. So I'm going to chart title, axis title, and we want primary vertical axis. And we're going to type there car sales. like that, and you're going to press enter. The next part it says is you're going to make sure that this text is bold, so click on it, then Control A, go to home and bold. The next part says we are going to position the chart to the upper left corner of I4. So we're going to position it so up to here. You're going to start from I4 here to P21. So drag down. P21 is here, like that. And the chart title is saved like that, and we are done with step 14. So step 14 is done. Highlight it. Now you're going to step 15. We're going to the B annual, so click on B annual like that. Make sure to Control S. And on this one, it wants us to talk about in laws and 6 columns together this. So you're going to type in cell D5, and you're going to type is equals to sequence, is equals to sequence. And we're going to open the brackets. We want them to have that in logs. We have 6 columns, and we want to start from 1. Step is 1, and we're going to press enter. And as you can see, the last step there, so it is it as it's supposed to be. Let's continue. Now we're going to table to the next second table, and I'm going to use stand between, and we have to use the control key. So let's highlight it and done, and we go to the sheet and do it. So on this one, we wanted to use the run function. So I come here and type is equals to rand between. It's here. Double click on it, and we want it to start from 0 to 100. And instead of pressing enter, we're going to press Control and enter at the same time. Sorry. The first thing to do for this one, let's copy this formula first. So Control X, so you highlight all these cells. The first step, then click here, enter the formula is equals to round, and then press Control and then press enter like that, and you can see the error is printed there. So we are going to step 16. Step 16 is a bit complicated. It says we create a column chart and a bar chart. So I'm going to click on, so it says step 16, insert a column chart into cell K3 to T17. So the data is from D5, D4, this one, to J17, to 27. And then we're going to start column chart. So I'm going to click on insert column chart. I can say to use the first one. Yes, this one. This one is okay. This one, I should use this one. I'm going to change to paste this to change this version of this to. There's something that I'll undo here first. Undo this one. Yes, so I'm going to click on it. Click on this chart to move it. And you want to start from K3 there. And it should add to this 20 up to there. Then we're going to change the title. We have been given the title that we should use, and it's going to be January through June. Copy it, click on the title, click on formula bar here, Control V, and press enter. The next step is update the categories which currently display the numbers 1 to 3 to display their corresponding customer complaints, and apply style 3. So click on and then click on the charts, click on select data. On this one, click on edit, and we're going to highlight this one here and press OK, and then OK. And you can see there have been changes. And then the next step, it says change this style to chart design to style 3, which is this one, and add data variables. The data variables should be data variables here and should be outside end like that. Then we're going to clear the chart to display the values for acres, hybrids only. So click here, click on this with the funnel here. First click on select all, then click on this one arrow, then click apply. And that is it. That is how you're supposed to do that part. Now you're going to the next part, which is creating a bar chart. And we're also going to use the value C22 to highlight for. So C22 is here. And then we're going to insert a bar chart. So click on insert. Bar chart is here. Click here and you can just choose this one like that. And then we want to start from K20. Let's drag K20. It's there. And you want it to end up to T34. And T34 is somewhere here. The next step is to change it to the date, to give it the title, which will come here and copy it is January through December. Control C. Click here, and we're going to Control V, enter. And the next step is display series 3, 1, 2 through 6 to display the corresponding names of the vehicle. This instead of this showing series, so I'm going to right click, so it should be the vehicle. So click on the chart, select data. On the series, we are going to change them to series. So click on edit, and you're going to select as E. The same thing, edit, click here. The same thing as for series, click on edit, and it's that one. For series 4, it's edit, it's tracks. For series 5, edit it, it is luxury cars. And series 6, it's vintage vehicles, and okay, and okay. And with that, we have been able to ensure that there is no series name. The series is changed to the vehicle's name. The next step is to filter the category show us. So click on this funnel, highlight all, then we want only this one, click apply. It is also says us to format to filter so that it only shows cars wasn't washed and interiors made like smoke, and click apply. and then you're going to apply cells 10-3, this one here, like that. And with that, we have come to the end of the video. So please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment. In case you have inquiry, I will leave my email there. Please do so. Thank you, and see you soon in another video.